And my husband now, he has lung cancer. And it's really rough on us. And for us to have to pay extra taxes, I don't think we could. I think it might come down to we may even have to move out of our home.
The interviews on this tape are from real people who, as you will hear, are in danger of losing their homes over this annexation. These folks on this tape represent a small percentage of the people I know. There's 9 widows on fixed income on one street in one neighborhood alone. Miss Furr, who is undergoing cancer treatment. Many elderly fixed income people who have a hard time buying their medicine. Several of them that I interviewed, Miss Yarborough, she cried after the interview. Cried because she's worried about how she'll buy the medicine for her husband and herself after this annexation.
And not just us, I'm talking about a lot of people that is at our age. And it's not fair for them to come and do all this to us. Yeah, there's people, the rich people up there, yeah, they can do what they want to. But you think about us poor people here, we're barely struggling. My husband has spent out money on the chemotherapy treatment and all these hospital bills because his insurance does not pay for all of it. And if we're going to have to face more taxes, we're not going to be able to do it. And the thing of it is, they're not going to do nothing for us. I mean, not one thing, because we'll always be the way we are right now down here, just like we are. And they will not come down here. They do not look after the city, and that is what makes me so ill. Now, honey, how you feel about it?
I feel like we're being conned. Myself was all my life I've worked for the American dream, they call it, and now the hospital bills are tremendous, and the medicine bills, they take everything we make from the government, but we draw on Social Security. We got no other means of income. And now they want to take the house away from us. That's what they're about to do, because we won't be able to pay all of the taxes they put on us. I think they ought to just leave us alone. We don't need them. Let them stay where they're at and just leave us alone. What little time I've got left, I'd like to enjoy it in peace. So I just don't think that we will even be annexed at all. We ought to at least have the right to vote for it.
Absolutely. I think we should have the right to vote. I think everyone should have a right to vote, and I think however the voting comes out, which I think that's what they should go with, and nobody wants this. I mean, I've got friends down here. Some of my friends, they're going to be like my next door neighbor. She is the only one working, and she is struggling now to pay for her house. They've even at one point told her that they was going to try to work out something with her, but she can't even make it. Her husband's been dead for years, and she's not old enough to draw for him. So she is struggling. She told me the other day that she didn't know where they were going to get the money to get their groceries with, because she was going to try to figure out how to keep her house, and they cut her lights out. She had to have her telephone unhooked. Now, I don't know how people like that, I mean, it could come down to we have to do the same thing. And I think it's a dirty, rotten shame that it has come to this, when all they want is money. Money that us people don't have. And I'm telling you, it's making me very ill. Very ill. It's very stressful. And we don't need it.
I know that you do know that your taxes are going to basically double on all your property.
That's right.
And you mentioned the sidewalks and street lights. I have emails that from inter-office emails from Rick Cromer, the utilities director of the city of Lexington, to John Gray and the rest of the officials of the city of Lexington. And basically they sent Rick Cromer out here to check out and see what would need to be done after the annexation. And Mr. Cromer wrote the city officials saying that there was nothing that needed to be done, nothing that needed to be added, that it would basically be just maintenance of what's already here. So, in other words, I have absolute proof that the city of Lexington has no intentions of putting any sidewalks or street lights or anything else up in any of the areas that they're annexing. They only intend to maintain what is already here. So, even if somebody did want the sidewalks and the curbing, we're not going to get it.
No.
And our taxes are going to double, and that's the reason I'm making this. I'm doing these interviews to show the people in in Raleigh and Lexington, that we want Senator Shaw's bill that will allow people to vote on who controls their property rights, and we want the moratorium on the annexations, because it's people like us who are being hurt by them. And I really appreciate y'all talking to us. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the officials in Raleigh?
Well, okay. You just, said the taxes were going to double. All right, that's true, and we're struggling now to pay the taxes. We're struggling, and to think they're going to be double. I really don't know what's going to happen to us. I mean, it's a shame. You've worked all your life. We didn't really make that much money, so we don't draw that much a month. And it takes everything we've got. You're looking at car insurance and house insurance, taxes on everything. And medication we have to buy. And it's taking everything we've got. Who knows? We may be living in a tent somewhere. I don't know, but I don't think they really care. That's the sad part about it, kids.
Well, they don't care because the politicians, most of them, and the League of Municipalities, who is pushing the forced annexation, they are 100% tax funded. Most of the League officials make far more than we do, and it's tax money. And the cities pay dues to the League of Municipalities based on what? Population. So every annexation is done to line their own pockets.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about, and that's what it'll always be about.
Well, maybe some of those politicians will take time to view this video, of real people, and maybe they'll think twice and change the law.
I live at the Cow Palace in Lexington, and I don't appreciate this stuff going on about ZX because I don't like it. I can't afford to pay for it, and I can't even hardly pay my tax because I'm on a fixed income, just like just about everybody out here. And we don't need it. I don't know who's told you we needed it, but we don't need it. We got it. It was already fixed, and it's here. So why go spending a lot of money for nothing? Is that all right? If you want to hear more, I could tell you more.
Tell us some more, Ann.
Well,
how's it going to affect your financial situation to have to pay double taxes on all your property?
well, I can't do it because I can't hardly do it now.